Hello everyone, welcome into the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to take on the New Orleans Saints today. The Bucs come in with a paltry 2-10 record, while the Saints have a 5-8 record and an outside chance of getting back into the playoffs. Clayton Tune's going to be your starting quarterback for the Buccaneers in this one as he hands it to Rashad White to open this one up, and White fumbled it. New Orleans picks it up and recovers that. That's Demario Davis going down with the fumble recovery, bringing Jameis Winston, the Saints quarterback, out onto the field. He's thrown 21 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. He's been okay as a starter. Definitely replaceable though. As Alvin Kamara gets the first carry of the game for the Saints, he only took that for one. He had a pretty solid week last week with 20 carries for 94 yards and a score. He's almost at the 1,000-yard mark, so if he can get 3 more yards in this one, which I'm sure he will, he'll have 1,000 yards on the season. As we take a look at the players of the week, Carlton Davis had 3 interceptions last week versus Philadelphia, and that earned him NFC Defensive Player of the Week, which is a fantastic feat to accomplish. As Jameis has the Saints moving down the field, he gets another completion right there down to about the 7-yard line, bringing up a 1st and goal, and they go to Kamara on that, and he gets stuffed and taken down. That was pretty much for no gain. So they come out in the gun on 2nd and goal here. Jameis is standing in the pocket. He don't feel any pressure at all right now, and then he just ends up throwing it away, it feels like. I think he realized pressure was going to come in. So on 3rd down and goal, this time he fires it to the end zone. That's a touchdown. He found Adam Troutman. That gets him in for 6. The Saints are going to take an early lead here in this one. Let's see if the Bucs can answer. It can't go much worse for them than it did on their last drive. As we take a look at the NFC playoff picture, right now the Eagles are still the 1 seed and the Falcons are leading our division, and they're the 4 seed at 7-5. If you look at the playoff, race there, every team that's in the wild cards at 7-5, so it feels like we have a pretty strong conference over here. As Clayton Tune misfired on that one, bringing up a 2nd down, we go to Rashad White. He gets that carry. He picked up 4, bringing up a 3rd and 6 for us as Tune's looking to pass it, and he finds Rashad White on the sideline. However, that one was knocked down, so we were forced to punt it back to the Saints. And as they open their drive, JPP knocked that play down on 1st down, and then Alvin Kamara loses 2 on 2nd down as Devin White gets that TFL. So on 3rd and 12, Jameis is forced to pass, and he's going to throw it deep. However, he could not keep his receiver in bounds, so they are forced to punt the ball back to us, and Rashad White opens this drive up, picking up 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, we're under center, and we're going to go back to Rashad White. He gets the 1st down there. That was a good carry. As Clayton Tune drops back to pass this one, he ends up looking down the middle of the field, and he finds Mike Evans all the way down to the 32-yard line. What a huge play for the Bucs. However, the Saints lost one of their edge rushers in Peyton Turner, and we go to Rashad White on the next play. He gets wrapped up. He fought hard. However, Marcus May was able to get him down. So on 2nd down, we're looking to pass this one, and we get Cade Otton open down the middle of the field. That's going to be a 1st down, and he fought ahead to pick up some yards on that one. So it's 1st and 10, and we go to Keyshawn Vaughn, and he only picks up 1. So on the next play, we go right to Deontay Foreman with him getting his first carry of the day. He was able to pick up 4, setting us up with a 3rd and 5 from the 8-yard line. Clayton Tune throws it quick, and Cade Otton gets just enough for another 1st down. So now we're at 1st and goal. We're backed up to the 8-yard line again, following a false start on us. However, Pete Warner gets hurt on that short carry as we get it back to the 6-yard line. Rashad White's in the gun next to Clayton Tune, and he gets the carry, and he takes that one back down to the original 3-yard line. So we're going to pass it here on 3rd and goal, and Tune throws that across the middle to Mike Evans. That ends up being a touchdown. Bucs are going to tie this one up, while the Saints suffered another injury in Treshaun Warden on that one. Jameis is going to go ahead and hand it to Alvin Kamara to start this one, and he takes that for 5 yards. So on 2nd down in the guns, Winston, and he finds Adam Troutman, who breaks 2 tackles and fights all the way out to the 47-yard line. That's a big 1st down for the Saints. So Jameis throws a screen to Alvin Kamara on the next play, and this looks like another big play until Brian Branch gets him out of bounds. JPP couldn't get him down at the beginning of that one, and that's what led to the big play as Alvin Kamara gets another carry, and this time he's stuffed for just a 1-yard gain as Winston gets hit it just as he releases that one, and it gets completed out there to Deontay Hardy, and he ends up taking that out to the 25-yard line. On the next play, they're going to hand it to Alvin Kamara. He seems to be the whole offense so far as he fights ahead to the 19-yard line just as the 1st quarter comes to an end. As you can see, it's pretty even across the board here. We're matching up well. We'll see if we can stay in it and maybe get our 3rd win of the season as Kamara opens the 2nd quarter with a 2-yard carry. So on 3rd down, they go right back to him, and he breaks that tackle of Levante David and ends up going all the way down to the 1-yard line. So on 1st and goal, they're lined up in the goal line formation, and they hand that one off, and that ends up being a touchdown for their fullback here, as that is backup tight end Trayvon Wesco in the game there for the 6, making it a 14-7 ball game as we open up this drive by hitting Mike Evans on the sideline for a 6-yard gain. gain. On the next play, we go to Rachaad White, and that one doesn't work. He stuffed a 2-yard loss there. So on third down, we throw it to a wide open Mike Evans, who drops it. He just dropped that out of his hands, so we are forced to punt the ball away back to New Orleans. As Jameis completes that on first down for 5 yards, they decide to hand it to Kamara on second down, and he gets through the traffic there and explodes out to about the 43-yard line. What a big play for Alvin Kamara. So on first and 10, they run play action off of him. However, we get JPP in off the edge to sack Jameis Winston. That was a huge play, bringing up a 2nd and 18 for the Saints. Jameis is looking to pass this one, standing in the pocket again, feeling a little bit of pressure, and he misfired to Adam Troutman there, forcing a 3rd and 18 play where Jameis is gonna have to pass it. However, this time he has an open man. He found Chris Olave, I thought. However, that ended up being incomplete, so they punted it back, and we go to Deontay Foreman on the first play of this drive for 8 yards. Looking to pass it here on second down. Tune throws it down the field to Mike Evans. However, he couldn't hold on. So on third down, we tuck and run with Clayton Tune, and he just barely, and I mean barely, gets the first down on that. So we decide on the next play to go to Rachaad White on the ground, and he picks up 6 on that. That's a solid first down play right there. Keyshawn Vaughn in the game, and he gets the carry on second down. He only picks up 3, so we have a 3rd and short. A.J. Dillon checks in and gets this carry from under center, and he's gonna push ahead past midfield to the 49-yard line. As we take a look at injuries, you can see Wirfs, Tryon Shoyinka, and Fackrell are all hurt. Peyton Turner, Warner, and Trayshawn Wharton all got hurt in this one for the Saints. They came in healthy though. As A.J. Dillon gets another carry, and he's gonna push ahead for a couple yards there, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Rachaad White checks into the game, and we decide to run play action off of him and throw it downfield. However, that one's dropped. So on third down, once again, we are forced to pass this one as Tune goes deep, and he misses Godwin. He just slightly overthrew it. So we attempt a bomb of a field goal here from 60 yards out, and we drill it. This right here is going to make this score 14-10 in the second quarter. Mara and the Saints take over as they go right to him on first down. However, this one goes for only 2 yards. So on second down, they go right back to Kamara. Like I said, this man's been their whole offense so far, and he picks up another first down out to the 40-yard line. Winston looking to pass this one, feeling pressure, and ends up getting rid of it just in time. Luckily, that lame duck wasn't intercepted. Second down now, Winston looking to pass, feeling some pressure, and he barely gets that off to Kamara as he picks up 4, bringing up a 3rd and 6. We send pressure at Winston, but he has a screen dialed up to Alvin Kamara, who makes 2 men miss and cannot get that first down. He's taken down just 2 yards away from the line to gain, so they punt it back to the Bucs instead of go for it, and we find 9 yards there to Russell Gage at the 2-minute warning. Now coming out of the warning here, we are lined up in the gun, and Tune's looking to pass this, standing in the pocket, but he held on for too long and goes down and fumbles the ball. That's a turnover. Mozzie Smith on the recovery. Saints are in great field position to extend their lead as Troutman takes that for a 10-yard pickup, and on 2nd and inches, Winston again looking to pass, finds Kamara on the screen. However, Levante David couldn't get him down, but Vita Vea came over and knocked him to the ground. So on 3rd and 5, they still get the first down anyway. That didn't matter at all. They end up finding Richie James out to the 10-yard line. For some reason, they're using timeouts. I'd be draining the clock right now if I was them. Winston, though, throws a quick one to Olave. He takes it to the 6-yard line on first down. So on second down, Winston throwing to the end zone. That one is caught. However, there is a flag. Let's see if this will hold up as Adam Troutman caught that touchdown pass, and they call holding. So this one's going to be called back. The Saints are going to have to try again. Trevor Penning, their left tackle, was guilty of that one. So on 2nd and 16, Winston looking to pass, steps up in the pocket and runs. He'll slide down at about the 7-yard line. That sets up a manageable 3rd and 6. Winston looking to pass it here, and he's standing tough in the pocket. We're not getting any pressure after him though, and then JPP gets around his feet, and he ends up throwing it away with 9 seconds left before halftime. So they kick a short field goal. That is good, giving them a 17-10 lead as we get ready to head into halftime. We're going to throw up a Hail Mary, so let's see what happens here, and look at that. It was a terrible throw. Marcus May picks us off. He had 2 against us earlier this season. He's been kind of a nightmare for us as we head into halftime. The Bucs are pretty frustrated with how this has gone so far, and I honestly feel like Clayton Tune is just not a good quarterback. Some of it's my fault, I get that, but we'll talk more on that later as we head into upgrades. Tristan Wirfs, we decide to upgrade his pass protector, and that one right there we get 2 ratings for. It's 1 awareness and 2 pass block power. The next one on the list is Carlton Davis. For him, we go to his man-to-man, and he's gonna get +3 man coverage, which is a huge upgrade actually. That's pretty awesome, and that'll help him develop quick. As the next one on the list is Devin White, and we upgraded his field general. We get +1 play rec, 1 tackle, and then +3 zone coverage. That's great for a linebacker. Cade Otton is the next one up. We upgrade his possession. He gets +1 catch in traffic, run block finesse, and then +3 short route running, which is a great upgrade. The next thing we'll do is take a look at our team stats at halftime. And And honestly, right now, this game's pretty even if you look at the stats. So as long as we don't turn the ball over and we get one break here in the second half, we might be able to get back into this game. As Moody kicks it away to the Saints to open up the second half, they just take a knee, so out come Jameis Winston and the offense here. He's going to hand it to Kamara, which has been the formula all day for success. He gets stuffed up by Vita Vea, though, on first down. So on second down, they're looking to pass it, and Winston's going to throw a screen out there to Kamara. This time, though, he gets wrapped up. We had three guys over there: Devin White, Tui Pelotu, and Shaq Barrett. So on 3rd and 11, Winston's on the move, feeling pressure, and Vita Vea takes him down for a sack. They only credited him with a half sack as Shaq Barrett touched his ankles there at the end, but that was a huge play by Vita Vea as they're going to punt it back to us, and Zuber's going to take this from the 39-yard line. Look at this return. He actually has a chance up the sideline, but they get him out. However, we're going to start with excellent field position at the 33, and as you can see, this is what I alluded to earlier. Carson Wentz is going to take over at quarterback for the Buccaneers to finish this game out. I couldn't do it anymore with Clayton Tune today. I think we're hitting a point where he might end up sitting on the bench. I just don't think it makes sense to keep playing him. He's not playing well. I understand that, he's young and you want to see him improve, but he's just young and I don't think he's that good. This game's close. I want to win it. I'm sick of losing. We do get a field goal though here, making it 17-3 to finish out that drive as the Saints take back over, hoping that we can get another stop and maybe take a lead in this one. Winston's going to hand it to Kamara on first down. That's a no gain right there. So on second down, they are going to pass it. Kamara stays in the block, and that helped Winston step up in the pocket. However, he just had to throw that one away. So on 3rd and 10, he's in the pocket again, feeling no pressure at all. Their O-line's done a great job today, and keeping Kamara in's really helped him as he goes deep. However, he was inaccurate. We're going to get our stop. Let's see if Wentz can lead us down the field and maybe, just maybe, get us a lead in this one. Shad White didn't really have anywhere to go on first down as he only picked up 3. So we bring in Keyshawn Vaughn for second down. That play doesn't work at all either. We pick up 2. However, a 3rd and 5 is manageable. I shouldn't be so negative, and we do get the first down to Chris Godwin. That's a nice gain, bringing us out to the midfield as we hand the ball to A.J. Dillon on the next play, and he takes us for 2 yards there. Deontay Foreman gets his turn in the backfield, and this one here is going to be a short run. He ends up picking up a couple yards, setting up a 3rd and 4 for us to go to A.J. Dillon. However, they do end up throwing a flag on this play. We didn't get the first down anyway, but let's see the call. It's going to be holding on offense. That was our center, Ryan Jensen, who was guilty, so we end up attempting the field goal here as they decline that penalty, and we drill it. What a kick from Jake Moody. So we're down by 1 at 17-16. Winston takes over with the Saints, and he's going to throw that one deep. However, that was once again inaccurate. He hasn't had any accuracy on them deep balls so far today. However, that was a nice throw on the out route to Richie James Jr. So they go to Kamara on this first down, and he gets stuffed finally. That's great. He lost 3 yards. So Winston's going to look to pass this one on 2nd and 13, but he gets hit as he releases that one, and that one flops to the ground incomplete as Winston on 3rd and 13 just completely misfires for Adam Troutman. That didn't work, and we take back over with a chance to take a lead even with a field goal. Foreman's in the backfield, and he's going to get that carry. He takes that for 4 yards. That's a solid first down play. He remains in the game on 2nd down, and he only picks up a yard or 2. That was tough running, though. Setting up a 3rd and 4 with Keyshawn Vaughn in the backfield, and Russell Gage drops that, and we get nothing out of that drive as we punt it back to the Saints, and Kamara takes and runs that one for 1 yard on first down. So on 2nd down, Winston throws that across the middle. That's a completion right there to Chris Olave. Now on 3rd and 2, they pass it. If it was up to me, I'd run it, but they're going deep, and Olave's open. That's a big first down. That is a huge play. Saints extend this drive and make a big play and go to Kamara on the next one. He picks up 2. However, they end up losing Andrus Peat to an injury. He's their starting right guard. That could be a big loss for this Saints team as Winston's dropping back in the pocket and firing that one deep, and that should have been intercepted by Eli Ricks. He just let that bounce off of his hands. So on 3rd down, Winston feeling the pressure. Tui Pelotu comes in and gets the sack. So the Saints are going to attempt themselves a deep 50-yard field goal and drill it, extending their lead up 20-16. We're down by 4 again as Wentz is out there looking to pass this one, and he finds Mike Evans for a first down to end the 3rd quarter. This right here has been a very hard-fought game as it's been pretty close if you look at every metric of the game. We are almost identical in yards, so let's see what we can do as Wentz is throwing it on first down to Cade Otton, who breaks that first tackle, and then he fights ahead to pick up 8 yards on first down. We feel the need to get this pass game going, so we throw it out there to Evans on 2nd down and short. That converts for another first down. Wentz is in the pocket again looking to pass, and this time he found Chris Godwin, who outran a man, and he gets out of bounds at the 15-yard line. We are in great field position with with an excellent chance to hopefully get a touchdown, as Wentz is getting hit just as he releases that one. Luckily, that wasn't a sack. So on 2nd and 8, we continue passing the ball, and we find out there on the flats Russell Gage. So on 3rd and 4, we have a man open underneath, but that was a great play by the defender. He got in front of Mike Evans. So on a big 4th down, we throw another incompletion, and we come out of this drive with no points. We honestly probably should have settled for 3 there, as Winston's on the move, and we get a safety to open up the next drive. Jason Pierre-Paul gets him in the backfield. That's going to bring this score to 20-18. What a huge play by JPP. Let's see if we can do anything on the return, as that's Devin Tompkins getting it. However, he had almost nowhere to go on that punt. We're going to take over at the 38-yard line, and we're going to run play action and send Carson Wentz to the left, and he will find an open Cade Otton, who gets out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Carson Wentz has come in and played well for this offense, as we look down the field and Godwin couldn't hold on to that one, setting up a big 2nd down after that drop. Wentz is going deep to Cade Otton, and that gets swatted down by a Saints defender. That was Marshawn Lattimore. So on a big 3rd and 10, Wentz has got to pass this one. We have an open man on the sideline, but he threw it late to Russell Gage, so we decide to punt it back to the Saints and stay in this game as they take over at the 14-yard line, and Kamara had nowhere to go on 1st down. They give it to him on 2nd down, and that was a solid run. He ends up setting up a 3rd and 3, where they go right back to him, and he's going to convert and more. Look at that juke to the right. He's out all the way to the 35-yard line. What a big play from Alvin Kamara. Jameis is out in the empty as they're in the gun, going deep, and he finds Chris Olave going down the sideline. He breaks a tackle. However, Brian Branch gets there and takes him down at the 11-yard line, but that's worst case scenario for this Bucs defense, and luckily they stuff Kamara up on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they're right back to Kamara, and he again gets stuffed up, but it's 3rd and 5, which is pretty manageable, as we send a blitz at Jameis Winston, and he moves away from it and wisely throws that ball away, and they're going to settle for 3, and that kick is up and good. Saints are going to extend this lead up to 23-18. As the Bucs take over, Carson Wentz is under center, running play action off of Deontay Foreman, and he wisely checked it down to him. However, that was a drop. So on 2nd and 10, Wentz looking this time to Chris Godwin, who holds on and takes that ball out to the 41-yard line. We're moving okay as we go to Foreman on the next play, but he gets stuffed up at the 43-yard line, and we end up losing Robert Hainsey to injury on this play. He's been playing guard for us pretty much all season, as we go to Keyshawn Vaughn, and that's going to be a couple yards, setting up a 3rd and 5. As you can see, Hainsey will be back. It was just muscle cramps. So on 3rd down, we end up finding Godwin underneath, who crosses midfield and takes that down to the 41-yard line, and Wentz is going to pass it again on this 1st down, and we go deep to Mike Evans, who is open. He's down to about the 23-yard line. That was a pretty big play, and then we run RPO right here, and that is Russell Gage getting the catch and fighting ahead for 8 yards, setting up a 2nd and 2. Wentz is in the gun with Rachaad White next to him, looking to pass again, this time underneath to Mike Evans. That's a 1st down to the 11-yard line, as we go to Deontay Foreman, who can only push ahead for 1 yard as we hit the 2-minute warning in this one. Down by 5, needing a touchdown. Wentz is looking to pass it on 2nd and 9, and he finds Mike Evans, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Buccaneers are going to take the lead 24-23, and honestly, if I'm them, I probably go for 2 in this situation. I can't believe they finally have a lead, and that's exactly what they do. However, Wentz gets hit and throws that out of a sack. We didn't convert it. So right now it's 24-23 with 1:53 left in this one, as he finds a man down the field out to the 36-yard line. The Saints only need a field goal in this game, and they do have all 3 timeouts as well, as Winston goes and finds another man open deep. It's the same guy down all the way to the 29-yard line. What a huge play it was. Winston again looking to pass, and he's going to the end zone. He finds his man once again. That is Richie James Jr. for the touchdown. He is going to put the Saints on top, as they're probably going to go for 2, hoping to make this a 7-point game. I wouldn't blame him at all, as Kamara gets that carry and does not get in. So now we have 1 minute to answer, and we need 7. Wentz is going to go deep, and that's swatted down in front of Russell Gage by Marcus May. So on 2nd and 10, Wentz is standing in the pocket. He throws it underneath to Russell Gage. That's a pretty smart play. We get some yards and call a timeout. We need to keep this drive going, though, as we only have 50 seconds left, and we need a touchdown. Wentz is again going to go deep. This time he is one-on-one. However, Marcus May wins again. He has been a nightmare for us, as Wentz is looking to pass it on 4th down, and that's deflected by Marshawn Lattimore. That is going to lose us the game. The Saints will go on and win it 29-24. We couldn't come back in this one. It was a great game, though. It was just It's sad, man. I'm sick of only having 2 wins. It's frustrating to play a game, and this is how it ends up going every time, it feels like. But, oh well, we're gonna move on. Hopefully we can get past this season, and next season maybe it'll go a little better. As, you know, I'm really debating starting Carson Wentz next week. I just don't know if it'll be worth it. I mean, he's just not gonna be our quarterback next season, and I just don't know that it makes a lot of sense to play an old veteran this late in the season. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I keep thinking about it. Maybe I'll have my decision before the next one. However, another thing that I am thinking about doing is changing the format of this series and doing a little bit more of like I said I was going to do, and then I changed my mind. I'm going to speed it up is basically what I mean. We're going to go from playing one game and showing it per episode to me playing all the games and only showing you some box scores and then highlighting one game. Maybe it'll be a little bit longer episodes, and I'm going to try that out, but I want to move at a quicker pace. I'm sick of it going so slow, and I really think that that'll help speed it up so we can make some progress prior to the new Madden coming out, because you know I got to start a series on that once it drops. So I want to keep this moving, and I want to see some of the prospects that we had from our Kent Williams Carousel Dynasty and kind of go from there. As you see on the screen here, we have an upgrade for Jake Moody. He got +2 kick accuracy, which is pretty good considering he already has 99 kick power. So back to what I was talking about, I just think it's the best way to go about it. I don't know how many games per episode, but I do know you probably have one more episode coming out that's standard, just because I already have that recorded and edited. All I have to do is do the audio for it. So after that episode, which will be against the Colts, I think I'm going to go all the way to the end of the season in the next episode after that, and then we're going to get into the off season and go from there. And then that following season is going to be quicker. I'm going to keep playing all the games. I don't want to stop doing that. However, I am going to only show you some. But this is LDJ11. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm out.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic